My name is John Albert Commerford. My regiment was the 2nd Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment. When I went up to the recruiting office, they looked at me. They didn't ask for my ID. They just said, "Go home to your mother, boy, and come back when you're 18." I had just turned 17, and I was thinking, well, I think I'll join the Army then, and I wanted to win the war. Not alone, though. I would have had lots of help. Well, initially I went to England, posted to an anti-aircraft battery, and our task was, our duty was to shoot down German bombers, and which I enjoyed. I was one of the gunners, and we did very well. We were stationed at the outskirts of London, Brighton, Dover, different places, you know, locations on the coast. And I think I was very proud of the work, you know, our success at that time. Well, we shot down quite a few bombers, and I was just, you know, helping load the shells in the guns. Yeah, well, I didn't realize the magnitude, perhaps, but I was at the coast of England waiting to get on a ship over across the channel, and I was thinking on June the 6th, I wish they'd hurry up and get me over there, that's all. I wanted to get there quickly. I didn't want to be too late. When I was there myself, I had a feel. I thought I was going to survive, maybe with a wound or two, but I thought I'd somehow or other come through it and still alive. But the sacrifices of others are sad to even think about. It was the first day raid. I was not on. I wasn't at the gun site at the time. I was on leave for a few days, and a German bomber came over and was dropped some bombs nearby. And I got an order from the ATS girl, Army Territorial Service. She yelled, "Hit the ground!" I hit the ground, and I'm laying there, and the bombs were falling, and they stopped. And this is very embarrassing. She told me when I could get up. Anyway, that's my time in England, and then in June, we got on a boat, transferred to a landing craft, landed on Juno Beach. And the main thing, Juno Beach was already captured by then, but we were up to our hips in water. You know, I had to get out of the landing craft. And I remember the house still there, and the owners on Juno Beach, and I still. Anyway, it was. I recall when we went back to Juno Beach on maybe in the 70th anniversary. The survivor, you know, that family was still owners of that house, which was great, and it was still in one piece, by the way. It was good to see a house that was still in one piece, that's all. Because everything I saw after that was very badly destroyed. You know, Caen was terrible. Yeah. Oh, the first night I occupied a German trench. And I remember the trench, there was a couple of big trees near the trench. And I thought, uh-oh, if a shell hits one of those trees, where is it going to, I thought, rather than have my head in the open part of the trench, you know, from one part is open so you can get in, and the other part is closed on top and what. But rather than put my head in under the cover, I put my head open because I figured if a shell hits that tree, I'm going to be wounded in my legs. I'd rather have a leg wound than a head wound. Very well, I think. Good thinking.
I think so too.
That shell didn't hit the tree, so I'm still here. Maybe the closest call I had was I was occupying a trench, and the war is almost over. It's not over yet, but getting close. And a German saw me walking to my trench, and he fired a moaning mini at me. It was a mortar. You could hear them coming, by the way. That's why we call them moaning minis. I hit the ground just in time. If I'd kept walking, I wouldn't be here today. You know, there are none of our boys alive now, but, well, I miss them, but I feel grateful that I've lived so long, really. And it'd be nice to be able to get together with them again. And I hope I go to heaven and that I'll meet them there. They were courageous and kind and caring. You know. My prayer is always that we will continue to have peace and that we'll not resolve problems by fighting. So my daily prayer is always for peace in the world. And that's what I want the memory of in the future to look upon the outcome of World War II as bringing peace.